Hello, we are all here today to discuss the problem that Crystal told me about. So I think before we start, we will introduce ourselves. I'm Miss Mason and I work for Omani government. And on my right side, we have Miss Mutang from the Empower Women UNICEF and Miss Chieko from the FAO, the Food and Agriculture United Nations. And on my left side, we have Miss Crystal, the representative of Chinese government. Lastly, Miss Jasmine as the director of Natural Resources Company. So, Miss Crystal, can you tell us more about the problem you are dealing with at the moment?
Yes, of course. Thanks, Mason. I'm Crystal. As Mason said, I'm a representative of Chinese government. As we all know, our population is a very serious global issue. The causes of our population are various. With the development of medical technology, people can live longer, and the newborn survival rate is improving than before. Now, the population in the world is 7 billion, and it is expected to reach at 11 billion in the next 90 years. If the increase speed follows this trend, the quality of life will decline because our population have many negative effects, like food, natural resources, and it also can cause environmental pollution and traffic jam. As we all know, China is a typical overpopulation country. In order to solve this problem, Chinese government provide many solutions. First of all is only one child policy, which is implemented by Chinese government in 1979. We also added this policy to Chinese marriage law, and in every council there are volunteers from family planning commissions, and it will educate people to learn the only one child policy. After 30 years, this only one child policy have a remarkable achievement. It controls the overpopulation problem in China, and it reduces the growth rate of population. For the second solution is because of our population, the average living space is not very large, and the living condition is not very good in China. Especially in some big cities. And in order to provide more space for people to live, we expand some urban land by using some rural construction land to providing new houses for people to live. And thirdly, for the problem of traffic jam, Chinese government also provides some solutions like establish public transportations. The famous one is the high-speed train. And in order to control the amount of cars, Chinese government also have two useful solutions. First is car electoral tax. The second is the car plate lottery policy. And the three solutions is very useful to solve the overpopulation problem.
Hello, I'm Witting. I'm from Empower Women UNICEF. Of course, I agree with Crystal policy. The first policy, Empower Women is a good way to decrease overpopulation in the future. Educating the couple about having a family plan, because it is good for them to get knowledge about how to deal with the number of children and also how to take care of their health and using the birth control effective way. Moreover, women who have a lot of children has bad effect to their health, also the baby health. So they have to take care of their health before having a baby. For example, in poor country, the average woman who don't have education or family plan have 7 children in the family. They don't have enough time to take care of their children and also the money to support their children's education that lead to poverty because of no education. Some children and women are died because of the poor health care service. The other solution, empower women to get secondary education. Or skill in order to get a good job. And a good position in working place, not to stay at home looking after children and having a baby. If we compare to the developed country like Australia, women who get a secondary education in average has at least 2 children. So they have enough time to take care of their children, and also they have, moreover, they can provide a good education to their children, and they have enough time to go to work to get some financial support to their family also.
Hello everyone, I'm Chieko. I'm from Food and Agriculture Organization. I support Mutian's idea because it's very useful to solve the overpopulation. However, I disagree with Crystal's second idea. The biggest effect of overpopulation is lack of food. The population will reach 9 billion in 2025. We must increase the amount of food production 60% by the time. And there are about 795 million people who are starving all over the world. If we use the land for people to live and the number of houses increase, it will be easy for people to have more children. If we use the land for agriculture, we can not only get natural resources but also solve the food problem.
As for me, I'm against Mrs. Crystal's point of view of having and applying one-child policy and Ms. Mutang supporting solution because the population in Oman is 4.4 million in 2016, and also the government is trying to encourage the local people and also the individuals to have more children. Moreover, also we need more people to work. That's why we encourage the workers and laborers to come to our country to have better job opportunity. Also, the government just applied the rewarding policy that reward large family. That reward large family, so we can't have one child policy in our country. So, Ms. Jasmine, what's your point of view as the director of Natural Resources Company?
Yeah, I'm Jasmine. I'm CEO in the Natural Resources Company. Well, government promotes some policies can choose the number of the population. Will service the shortage of the natural resources, can slow down resources consumption, reduce the environmental pollution, and then ease economic and international tensions. For example, some food production technology such as aquaculture, water purification, and genetic engineer may help to feed the overpopulation. We're moving away from the fossil fuels to renewable resources such as wind and solar. We'll go somewhere to serve energy power, reduce the climate change, and provide healthy environment to next generation. So I think I have too many solutions your country consider is. Firstly, available resources should be rationally exploited and protected. And secondly, your government should involve in the study of the renewable resources and encourage to use the sustainable resources and alternative resources.
Ms. Jasmine, I find your solutions are impressive, but I don't think these solutions are effective and useful to our country. Also, we don't have to find and search for reliable and renewable resources because we have enough of fossil fuel resources up to 85%,
Yeah.
which will be still available for the future generation.
Yeah, I know, but I disagree your point. Although your country has abundant natural resources now, just the resources on Earth is limited for the older world. Some environmental organizations mention that everyone needs more energy than the Earth can provide, and then some of the available resources can only be used once, and some resources cause the environmental pollution, particularly used as fossil fuels. Making cause global warming. At the same time, in the last century, more than half of the forests have been cut down. About 15 football players without train are lost each minute. That is very terrible data. You know, every minute is happening. So I think you need to have a sustainable in college thinking for your country natural resources.
Well, Miss Jasmine, thank you. Firstly, thank you. But I might consider your ideas to have a better environment, not only for us, but also for the future generation.
Today we discussed about overpopulation. Overpopulation causes the shortage of food and natural resources because of lack of education for women and the development of medical technology. Jasmine talked about the natural resources and offered the solutions to get sustainable resources, and Mason was against her idea. Mutien talked about the education for women and offered the solution to encourage for women to have a secondary education. Krista said we should introduce a one-child policy and we should use land for people to live. And I disagree with her idea because I think we should use land for agriculture. In the end, everyone in this meeting supports Krista's point of view, which we should introduce one-child policy, and also supports Jasmine's point of view, which we should get more sustainable resources. We believe that overpopulation can be solved in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.